have been reports about torture of the youths Javid Hajibayli, Tural Sadigli, Orkhan Eyyubzadeh, Samir Poladov, Turkel Alisoy, Orkhan Jarchi arrested for participating in a protest prompted by the self-immolation of a war veteran. In protest against the torture and abuse, the youth started hunger strike since the day they were taken to Binagadi temporary detention center. Demands of the youth are as follows: stop the practice of torture in detention places, provide normal detention conditions for detainees, enable our own self-defense, put an end to arbitrary police action. Court hearing in the case of jailed ex-minister Ali Insanov is scheduled to be held on January 17th. The Baku Appellate Court will hear Insanov's appeal against the Penitentiary Service of the Justice Ministry and the case referred by the plenum of the Supreme Court based on a European Court judgment announced on March 14th, which recognized violation of Article 3, prohibition of torture, 6.1 and 6.3, right to fair trial of the European Convention in respect of the defendant. The decision also required the Azerbaijani government to pay 10,000 euros to the defendant in respect of non-pecuniary damage. However, the minister was not granted a full retrial with his 11-year prison sentence not reversed. On January 7th, lawyer Orkhan Eyyubzadeh met with Election Monitoring and Democracy Studies Center Chairman Anar Mehmedli, Nida Civic Movement member Zaur Gurbanlı, blogger Abdul Abilov, and PS Nota newspaper editor-in-chief Serdar Albelli, who have been recognized as political prisoners and prisoners of consciousness by human rights organizations. All of them consider their detention politically motivated and do not admit the charges, said Sadigli. According to the lawyer, Anar Mehmedli intends to file a complaint with the European Court over his unlawful arrest, rejection of his motion for release on bail or house arrest. On December 17th, the parliament made changes to the law on NGO. These changes stipulate heavy fines for errors in activities, impose excess accountability and duties, and makes registration requirement even harder. Above all, the changes on question were made without being discussed with civil society institutions. On January 7th, a group of civil society representatives held hearings in the office of Helsinki National Committee regarding this issue. During the hearings, the position of official Baku was evaluated at the government sphere of the civil society. Lawyer Behruz Bayramov met with journalist, human rights defender Perviz Hashimli in investigative isolator of National Security Minister on January 7th. The lawyer giving information about the meeting said that Perviz Hashimli hasn't seen anyone over the last week. During this period, there was monitoring in his cell and his handwritings were taken. Problems remain as they were. No investigative action is being taken. The journalist has not confronted with the witnesses and the witnesses have not been questioned at all. Perviz Hashimli was arrested on September 17, 2013 and charged with smuggling firearms.